You know, we all crave the wisdom of great teachers. It's been 35 years for me in the sales business, and I've learned from some of the best. Today on the 5-Minute Sales Training, I'm going to recap the best sales training lessons from some of my favorite sales gurus over the years. Should be fun. Welcome back, everyone, to the 5-Minute Sales Training. Today I'm sharing some of the best sales training lessons from some of my very favorite sales gurus of all time. Feel free to comment below. What are some of the lessons that you have learned from some of your favorite gurus? And while you're commenting, make sure you pound that like button, please. You know, I love to learn. I'm guessing you feel the same way, or you probably wouldn't be watching this video in the first place. It's been 35 years in the business, and I've learned from some of the best, from some really smart cookies. Now, I want to share 5 lessons that have stuck with me over the years, 5 lessons from 5 super smart people. They aren't necessarily all sales trainers specifically, but their messages are perfect for the sales world. All right, number 1, the late Dave Stone. A lot of you young whippersnappers have no idea who I'm talking about, but Dave Stone was the original new home sales guru. He wrote the book on new home sales. No, really, he literally wrote a book called New Home Sales. I could quote about a million things from Dave Stone, but I'll share one that has always stuck with me. Simplicity wins. Sometimes the home buying process can be really difficult mentally. The task of the sales professional is to keep things simple. Dave Stone used to say, the mind can absorb what the seat can endure. So when a salesperson sits at a desk and drones on and on about a topic, the customer is going to phase out. Next up, Nikki Joy. And Nikki Joy said something really interesting that has always stuck with me. I learned a lot from Nikki Joy, but she said something really, really interesting. She says, the stupidest people are the loudest. But I love this idea here that in sales, there is a quiet confidence that people gravitate towards. You know, sales sometimes has that reputation of being people who are brash and in your face. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think it should be the case. So there's that very, very valuable lesson there. The stupidest people are the loudest. How quietly confident are you in your presentation? Third on the list of gurus, Bill Kinnard. Who? You know, Bill Kinnard. Okay, you've probably never heard of Bill Kinnard, but he was one of my early mentors in the business. Bill was a seasoned veteran when I was a newbie, and that dude was smooth as silk. Now, I thought salespeople had to be all geeked up and highly energetic. Bill's demeanor was mild, it was laid back. His approach was all about gaining an enormous amount of trust with his buyers. And then when it was time for the close, he was able to casually tell them what they needed to do. And they followed. I owe much to Bill Kinnard. Miss you, my friend. All right, 4th, let's hear from Stephen Covey. I know, not a sales trainer, but the lessons for sales professionals were incredibly profound. One of the gems that has stuck with me over the years is that most people do not listen with the intent to understand, they listen with the intent to respond. And man, was I all too often guilty of that particular crime early in my sales days. While my customer was talking to me, I'd be like, you know, when you shut up, I've got something really powerful to say. Now, that is not what your customer needs from you. What they really need is your patient understanding. This is absolutely something you can be working on each and every day. And finally, saving the best for last, the late Zig Ziglar. Come on now, you knew Zig was going to be on this list. I read See You at the Top when I was in high school, and it opened up the possibilities of success to me for the first time. I come from a lower middle class family, and the expectations were fairly low. But Zig inspired me to believe I could accomplish great things. Now, I could cite all kinds of lessons from Zig Ziglar, but there is one that truly stands out. Selling without integrity is manipulation. Zig was always about doing the right thing, even when no one was looking. There were plenty of shortcuts and little white lies and flat-out fabrications that I could have used to my advantage over the years, but somehow Zig's voice was always in my ear.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.
There you have it, 5 lessons from 5 people who impacted me. Who was it for you? And what was the message? I would love it if you would comment below. Hey, thanks for watching today's 5-minute sales training. If you want to get even more wisdom from great sales thinkers and practitioners, come over to Sales 365. It's our healthy social network for salespeople who are encouraging each other, offering great counsel, and having a lot of fun celebrating our tremendous careers. Learn more at sales365.io or go to your app store and download it today. Until next time, my friends, learn more to earn more.